Shalom, shalom, shalom. All honor, praise, and glory be to Yahweh Shemel Shai, Muhakkadash Wakah. Double honors to the apostles and the elders over at the great millstone who rule well of Yasha Allah, who I believe to be the true elders by the spirit of Yasha Allah. And peace and blessings to you brothers out teaching this truth across the four quarters of the earth where we have been scattered to. I'm your brother Shariat Nawasai Shaman, and just getting straight into it. It's a quick watch for you so-called Latinos, aka blacks. Well, we all the same people, so-called blacks, aka Negroes, including you so-called Latinos and Native American Indians, because you're the biblical Israelites. So this is a watch warn, man. It says, Judge grants Uber and Lyft temporary stay, averting shutdown of California services. So it says, this is This is an article that just came out today, August 20th, 2020, by someone by the name of Kerry Paul. And it says, Lyft has announced planned suspension and blog posts as it awaited landmark decision, which will enforce labor law AB 5. Now, this is big. This is super big because AB 5, it says AB 5 California Assembly Bill 5, or AB 5, is a statute that expands a landmark Supreme Court of California case, Dynamics Operations Superior Court. So it's pretty much been a law that was passed that was going to affect companies like Uber, Lyft, etc., like gig work. And it's how these Edomites, these heathens, tried to establish their company to pretty much make more of a profit, because the AB 5 law, say, was passed, was that 2019, was voted in 2019, and it took effect at the top of the year. So they voted for it last year, supposedly, and it took effect at the top of this year. So it says it's a code, labor code, and unemployment insurance code. So pretty much they're forcing this forces people like Lyft to what you'll say in the article. So let me go back, pull this back up. They're gonna force them to make people that work for Lyft. They're going to have to. Salakia, give me a second. I don't know what just happened. Okay, Salakia. All right. So let me go and read. It says a California judge has granted Uber and Lyft a temporary stay, heading off a shutdown by two platforms at least, Salaki, at the last minute in an ongoing case that will require the ride-hailing giants to classify drivers as employees. Now, that's going to cause them to, because they're going to tell you, I think it said in here, yeah, Lyft and Uber have been awaiting a landmark decision from a court in the state which will enforce a new labor law known as AB 5. The law, which went into effect in January, will require the companies to classify its drivers as employees and provide them with minimum wage and benefits. So that will work great for those that do Uber or Lyft, because pretty much people not getting what they supposed to get. Like if you do Uber, Lyft, any of those type of as they call it, gig works, you just using them to make money, but they're not really paying you, because you make most of your money off you can make majority is weeks, because I do certain work, regarding that gig work, and pretty much you can make it's weeks where you could tend to see tips actually pay you more than what's the how it go? Pretty much what the base pay would be for whatever you certain assignments or whatever, right? So it says the decision, which was expected on Thursday, has been postponed until October. So they're pretty much about to force Uber and Lyft to shut down because Uber and Lyft, these damn Edomites, they so greedy, they don't want to pay nobody, man. So it allowed the people who set up this, Uber, man, let me get that real quick. Let's look up Uber, and then we're gonna get why this is a watch/warn. Uber network. Let's just do that. Net worth. It says Uber priced its initial public offering at $45 a share. So you already know that's a lot. It's a Thursday evening, giving it a valuation of 75 billion. It said Uber is worth almost as much as Ford and General Motors combined. That's crazy. It said it will also have a valuation just above Goldman Sachs and be significantly larger than the electric car maker Tesla. So Uber is making a killing. They made a killing, man. And it says Lyft, because Lyft is like the second. It's really the same thing, but most people, Uber more popular. The song Jake made, like the scriptures say, Judah got all the influence. Uber everywhere. But anyway, it's a Lyft now a public company worth about 29 billion. You see that? So these companies are on the forward list. So with them making that money, it ain't like the House or the Congress, the Senate. They're good people. You just have a certain amount of balance that has to be on the planet Earth. So you're gonna see laws that typically, even if they don't get passed, you might hear about laws that could have worked in the favor of people, which is why people think there's hope and voting is real. But the Lord, he said he's going to pick people's delusions. You know what I'm saying? It's a delusion because it's going to delude certain people from knowing that Esau's the devil that the Bible speaks of, and Esau is actually a so-called white man. He's hiding behind that term, right? That coined label. And he don't want certain Israelites to get it. So he has to put things out here to where people can have hope. People can be proud because he probably wants to destroy you. But that's a whole nother thing. So my whole point being, right? This is bad. This is bad, Salakia. Goddamn Satan. This is bad because all right. One, if Uber or Lyft shuts down, that's famine automatically. So let's go straight into that. We ain't even got to get no more on that. And here it is. You people been had, this has been being told to all of us. Because, yeah, we sit down and we bring it out. But this is also a warning to us, Okay, so we're going to start with Jeremiah 5 real quick. Really, I want to start with Jeremiah 8. Yeah, let's start there. Jeremiah 8, then we'll jump back to 5. Yep. Okay. Let's see. We're going to start with verse. Yeah, we're going to start with 3. Jeremiah. We're going to pull some scriptures up. But I'll bring this out. This is Jeremiah 8 and 3. It says, "And death shall be chosen rather than life, and by all the residue of them that remain of this evil family, which remain in all the places whither I have driven them, saith the Lord of hosts. So it tells us in the book of Joshua, I believe, he said, I have set before you the way of life and death. You know, so you gotta pick. And Joshua said, he said, as for me and my family, we're gonna worship the Most High, man. And so the way of life is just simply, you know, you a so-called black, aka Negro, including you, whether it's not is under the specific title of a so-called Latino or Native American Indian, and now you found out you're actually an Israelite. The way of life or death for you now is turning back to your heritage, turning back to this truth, getting this truth, or picking the world, you know? So that's that. And he said that was going to be the case. And all for this how we know it's real, because he said in all the places where I have driven you, where he has driven us. It says, moreover, thou shalt say unto them, thus saith Yahweh, shall they fall and not arise? Shall he turn away and not return? You know, because here it is, we constantly going down. There's always some more stuff. You know, the articles never stop being brought out. The destruction never ceases until this thing is over with. It says, why then? And then we hearing about the Lord, but we waiting for those songs to come to pass that the slaves, so-called, our ancestors used to sing about. It says, you know, swing low, sweet chariot. So that's is the Lord ever gonna return? It says, why then is this people sick? Why then is this people of Jerusalem slidden back by a perpetual backsliding? Because you clearly get that. Well, we know he exists, but is he coming back? Are we gonna stay down forever? So you need to be trying to find out. You know, that's why it says, why then is his people Jerusalem slidden back by a perpetual backsliding? Yep. And it says, they hold fast deceit. They refuse to return. You see? So that's death being picked. You're going to turn this video off. Some of our people ain't even going to find this video or the videos other brothers doing. You know, it says, I hearken and heard, but they spake not aright. No man repented of his wickedness, saying, what have I done? Everyone turned to his course as the horse rusheth into the battle. You know, so it's a horse job, you know, that's being used to go into battle. He only has one focus. That's it. He's like blind to every damn thing else. Once you slap him and let's go, we going straight in. You know, so that's how the Lord is saying. You know, everyone turns into his course as the horse rusheth into the battle. So you just focus on doing you know, with no other dang thoughts. But anyway, it says, the stork in the heaven knoweth her appointed times, and the turtle and the crane and the swallow observe the time of their coming. But my people know not the judgment of the Lord. And that's what's getting ready to happen, man. Jeremiah 30:7. And it reads, it says, Shalaki, I had it. Jeremiah 30:7. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So it tells us in Amos, real quick. Bear with me for a second. Yep, Amos 5:18. It says, yep, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. To what end is it for you? You don't even know where you're going to end up at, It says, to what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. And that's what you're seeing, man. The Lord's going to slowly take everything away that he said he was going to do. So that leads me to my point. But let me go ahead and finish this too. It says, and that's all of the Lord's judgment. It say, but my people know not the judgment of the Lord. Yep. It say, verse 8, how do ye say we are wise, and the law of the Lord is with us? Lo, certainly in vain made he it. The pen of the scribes is in vain. You know what I'm saying? So people don't, you got niggas, a nigga Nick Cannon said we the children of Israel, but in the next breath in the same conversation, he said that the Bible is nothing but allegories and stories from African, ancient African stories or some crap. That's but it's a I'm gonna stay on the point. Verse 11, for they have healed the hurt of the daughter of my people slightly. Because even if a nigga tell you something good, that still don't change his belly being cut open from when he had to get those bullets removed. You know what I'm saying? Man, we just gonna go get a fifth. That still don't change that, man. So that's why I say, for they have healed the daughter of my people slightly, saying peace, peace, when there is no peace. There's no peace coming, man. So this is my last point in this, and we're gonna get to the famine. For sure, I will surely consume them, saith the Lord. There shall be no grapes on the vine. And your grapes is what? Fruit. If we liken unto trees, let me get that real quick. Mark. This is Mark. Book of St. Mark. It's that 8:24. Yep. And he looked up and said, I see men as trees walking. See? So you liken unto a tree. So if he said he gonna take away, you got grape tree. If a grapevine, if you're gonna take away, if he's gonna take away the grape, that means he's gonna take away whatever can come from you. You know what I'm saying? The things you want to bring forth. You know, you want to put certain money in your Uber share. He's taking that away. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Lord is saying. He said, I will surely consume them, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. There shall be no grapes on the vine, nor figs on the fig tree, and the leaf shall fade, and the things that I have given unto them shall pass away from them. Because it tell you, let me get this real quick. It tell you right here. You know, I really can just stay on the point, but I will get this because it's like. So you got these fake leaders out here lying to you, these telling our people everything gonna be okay and all of that. Psalm 68:19. It say, "Blessed be the Lord who daily loadeth us with benefits." Most of the people I got benefit cards, Link, EBT, whatever you want to call it, benefits. They don't even know the Lord giving them that. They do, but they don't. They really don't understand that. That's why so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians are the main ones on benefits. And they also are the Israelites. See that? Blessed be the Lord who daily loaded us with benefits. See that? Even the God of our salvation. And salvation is being saved from your enemies, man. All right? And you know they want us dead. So with that being said, you dudes not finna bring for that project you working for. You was probably planning on starting Uber. You probably was planning on, you not as that, what you want to bring forth being a tree you are. You know, everybody their own tree or whatever, their own vine or whatever. You're not finna bring forth anything, the Lord says, because famine is promised and it's getting ready to come. So this is famine, specific ones in here. Let's see. I really can just go to the Apocrypha. That's pretty much it. Oh yeah, 5. Yep. Yep. We're gonna go to this is what I had. This is Jeremiah 5. I'm gonna pull it up on here. Jeremiah 5, and we're gonna start at 11. All right. So-called Northern Kingdom, the Northern Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom, you so-called blacks, aka Negroes, including the so-called Latinos and Native American Indians. So-called Native American Indians and Latinos, you make up the house of Israel right now, and you so-called Negroes, aka blacks, you make up the house of Judah right now. Southern Kingdom, Northern Kingdom. Jeremiah 5 and 11. For the house of Israel and the house of Judah have dealt very treacherously against me, saith the Lord. See, they have bellied the Lord and said, it is not he, neither shall evil come upon us, neither shall we see sword nor famine. See that? They not finna do that. They not. That's all Jake say. You know? That's why he say Proverbs 29:26. Let me get it real quick, man. You can't wear it out. It's just being more proven. Proverbs, right to it. Proverbs 29:26. Many seek the ruler's favor, but every man's judgment cometh from Yahweh. See that? So man, all we got, I gotta keep going to work. Hear my boss out a little bit. Man, the Lord not hearing that. You know, we ain't sweating it, man. We eating good, you living good, like Jake be saying. So they have bellied the Lord and said, it is not he, neither shall evil come upon us, neither shall we see sword nor famine. And the prophet shall become wind, and the word is not in them. And thus shall it be done unto them. See? So you just think we niggas. Wherefore thus saith the Lord God of hosts, because ye speak this word, behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire. See? And this people wood, and it shall devour them. See? But let's jump down. So the Lord is telling you verse 20, declare this in the house of Jacob and publish it in Judah, saying, hear now this, O foolish people, and without understanding, which have eyes and see not, which have ears and hear not. See? Okay. Fear ye not me, saith the Lord. Will ye not tremble at my presence, which have placed the sand for the bound of the sea, by perpetual decree that it could not pass it? See that? So the ocean stays right in place. All that water and it don't move, man. It stay right there. Control. It says, and the waves thereof toss themselves. See that? They just the wave is a sea storm out of nowhere. Like it's batteries in the ocean. You know what I'm saying? Explain that. You can't. It says, yet can they not prevail. They do all that and still stay in place. Though they roar, yet they cannot pass over it. So you dudes don't got no more power than the ocean. And if the ocean can't go out of the decree that the Lord has, the boundary that the Lord has said, whatever the Lord said was going to be the case for the ocean, that's it. It can't go outside of that. It says, but this people had a revolting and rebellious heart. They are revolted and gone. That's how out of control you niggas is. You know what I'm saying? But don't think the Lord ain't finna put you back in check. That is just to prove his point, or why everything that's getting ready to happen is on his way. Right? So shit is coming to an end, man. That's pretty much what's going on. So I'm gonna jump down to 27. A cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. Therefore they are become rich and waxing rich. Because Jake always lying to get somewhere. But anyway, it says they are waxing fat, they shine, yeah, they oppress the deeds of the wicked. It's like yeah, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. Because Jake, you're Asha. You know, you above all people. So if you become wicked, no one can even touch you. It says, yeah, the judge, not the cause. Yeah, Salaki, they judge not the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper. See? Because you're wicked. You're wise to do wicked. You know exactly how to get the so-called white man to pay you. You know what I'm saying? It says, in the right of the needy do they not judge. Shall I not visit for these things, saith the Lord? Shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? A wonderful and horrible thing is committed in the land. The prophets prophesy falsely, and the priests bear rule by their means, and my people love to have it so. They tell you whatever their heart think, and you like it. That's it. Go preach. And they're gonna be up there talking about nothing, man. Everybody in the church screaming at the so-called pastor, telling him to preach. He ain't even reading any scriptures. He's not showing you nothing. The things he's saying, you don't even have enough sense to be like, can you show me that? I want to see that. What that mean? Can you show me what that mean? Well, how you know this? Can you show me how you... Y'all don't do that, man. The prophets prophesy falsely, and the whole time they lying. And the priests bear rule by their means, and my people love to have it so. And what will... If this don't sound like black folks, I don't know what does. It says, and what will ye do in the end thereof? So that's when all this destruction is getting ready to hit, and it's famine. So you're not finna be able to get in your Ubers pretty soon. You're not finna be able to get in your Lyfts. How the hell? I did it before. You got an Uber and Lyft sometimes to get groceries. That's famine. However you want to look at it. You can't get around anymore. That's famine, man. You can't even Uber and Lyft other people around no more to make money to go get your own groceries. Famine on top of famine on top of famine, man. You see? This is Jeremiah 11:22. Therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts, behold, I will punish them. The young men shall die by the sword. Their sons and daughters shall die by famine. You know what I'm saying? So Jake's still getting shot. Now the Lord for to bring famine. You know? Let's see. He's bringing it, man. And he's giving you. And we not worried about nothing, man. This is Job. Cause y'all probably look it up. What the hell what you gonna do? He's sitting here running his mouth. What you gonna do? Obviously, we gonna do something because we sitting here telling you. So you just too stupid to get in on that. We know all this gonna happen, and then it's happening. You should figure out since you know all this. What else? You don't ask us the end of the movie. You don't ask anything. This is Job 5:22. It says, matter of fact, this is Job 5:19. It says, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Who's the thee? Obviously not wicked niggas. I don't care about this. It says, yeah, in 7 shall, in complete evil, man. It says, yeah, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth, because it's about to get real bad out here, man. You know? So it's gonna be crazy stuff going on, man. I'm talking about insane. Like animals eating people. You niggas, you're gonna be stranded. You use the time you usually get off and wait for your Uber. You might get stuck out there and get ate by a damn lion, man. You know what I'm saying? For real, it's in the scriptures. But anyway, I'm gonna say less. I'm gonna go back to this article and close out. So real quick. So famine's on the way, man. See? It's postponed to October. AB 5 was passed in 2019 and went into effect in January 2020. Uber and Lyft still have not begun to classify drivers as employees, instead making a series of changes to their apps in attempt to work around the law because they don't want to pay you, man. Here it is. This is a 72 billion. The company worth more than, what is it? Just say Ford and I forget the other car company, and more in Tesla. This one app making a killing. People using their own whips. That's why they have so much money to be able to give people cars. Like here, you use they'll buy your car. They quit doing that. because Esau greedy, man. It says in May, the state of California sued both companies for misclassifying drivers under the new law, compelling them to adhere to AB 5. So the Lord has these people going, and He has them in derision, as He said in Psalms, the 2nd chapter. Psalms 2 and 4. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. You know what I'm saying? So it's talking about the heathens. You know, you jump up to verse 1, it says, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? You know, so, and the Yahweh said out his own mouth, you know, he's speaking the words of the Father, though, that if the Satan's house be divided against itself, how shall it stand, man? If Satan's house be divided, you got to be on one page, man. You know? And all you see is these white people at each other's throats right now. So-called white people's Edomites, all these rulers and kingdoms. Because the Lord is about to end America. That's why you have rules not actually working in the favor of white supremacy, which is who owns LYFT and more than likely LYFT and Uber owner. Let's get his name. They probably ain't gonna show his face. There you go. A damn Edomite. Dara Koresh. That's spiritual. His name is Khosrow Shai. Khosrow Shai. That's crazy. It say Dara Khosrow Shai is the CEO of Uber, where he manages the company's fastest growing business in 63 countries around the world and leads a global team of more than 22,000 employees. That's all you got? But Uber's worth over 72 billion. All right. So he is so-called Edomite. See, he red. You know? Another damn red, so-called white man. All these Edomites run everything. This is Esau's world, man. Period. He red, man. And he's winning. But he actually finna lose. And that's my second part of this, because the Lord said this. See? So that's him. Now let me get this. Let's get LYFT. And a lot of these companies are owned by the same people. Let's get LYFT. Another red guy, John Zimmer. They say John Zimmer is the co-founder and president of LYFT, an on-demand transportation company which he founded with Logan Green, no, that's so-called white man, in 2012. LYFT facilitates over 1 million rides a day and is available to 95% of the population of the United States, as well as in Toronto. Red is it's crazy, man. Kanye got that line say, and my eyes more red than the devil is. Well, yeah, because the devil the so-called white man. And they not white, they red, you know? So that's that. Red as hell, man. John Zimmerman and Dara Koroshai, who knows nothing about Yahweh, but that's super spiritual. All right? Now, last part of this. And I'm going to close out. So they don't want to pay up. Because you low-key be eating good if straight, but the Lord don't want that. See? If you had a minimum, they were paying you hourly, minimum wage, and you were making what you would go get. I'm going to just say it, because people, you know, they cash you out in person sometimes. You know what I'm saying? They'll pay you, they'll tip you on the app and give you some bread. You know what I'm saying? On top of what the so-called base pay is. Somebody order, however you do things, man, have somebody order $50 worth of something. They only gonna give you like $5 off of that. So you can see how, and they doing that to everybody that's picking up someone that, you know, had a $50 order, you know, a $50 ride. You're only getting I'm not saying that's exactly what it is, but let's just say you only getting $5 off of that, man. That's like 1%. That's 10%. All right. But anyway, let's say you go back. Shall I do all this evil upon Jerusalem? Because the Lord, he finna get these heathens, man. They're their whole world. No, that ain't it. Basically, the scripture would say, and if I have done all this evil upon Jerusalem, shall you surely be unpunished? Let me see. Because they just watch us constantly suffer every day. And they just at ease, you know? That's that. Yep. Jeremiah 25 and 29. And I'm gonna get my last one. I think that's Ezekiel. Bear with me. See, Jake homeless, doing the things to get them destroyed, but it's Zechariah 1 and 15. I was gonna say that, but anywho, let's get that up here. We're gonna close out with that. All right. So it's gonna go down, man. What I say that was Jeremiah. So Jeremiah. He's like he 29, 26. Or was it 26, 29? Let me see. 26. Yeah. Let me go back and get it. So I can bear with me. 25, 29. All right. So this is Jeremiah 25, 29. And it reads, it says, for lo, I began to bring evil on the city which is called by my name. And should ye be utterly unpunished, ye shall not be unpunished. For I will call for a sword upon all the inhabitants of the earth, saith the Lord of hosts. So the Lord, he's not playing, man. He's about to take these heathens down. That's why I say Zechariah 1 and 15, I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was a little displeased, for I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction. So the Lord is about to really, he about to do a number on Esau, man. I got one more scripture. I think that's Amos. Such as they have not heard. So John Zimmerman and Dara Koroshai, they finished, man. So that's why they finna have to close their company down. You at ease making $70.2 billion and you further in the affliction. Jake already broke as hell. And you don't want to pay nobody. And Lord, he's having you in derision. You know? Let me flip to this. You know, 2 Peter. This is supposed to be a quick watch, but, you know, our spirit just be. Oh. 7. Yep. 1 Peter 4:7. Alright, so let me get this and then that'll be it, Lord willing. Amos. So that's why a lot of these guys, they selling their companies, selling the stock, buying the stock up. You know? That's what's going on. That's what's going on, man. Because the end is coming. The end is here. They said they postponed that thing to October. And another thing you niggas gotta look out for in October is the real ID. I was like, what's that? You know, don't have no clue. This is let me see. Vengeance upon on the heathen such as they have not heard. Yeah, Micah 5:15. All right. So Micah 5:15. Let's get that. This is Micah 5:15. Micah 5:15. And it reads, it says, it's a yep. Verse 10 says, and it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shad, I will cut off thy horses out of the midst of thee. So these horses is power, represents power. That's a powerful company, those two. And I will destroy thy chariots, and I will cut off the cities of thy land. And another scripture this goes into, prophecy this goes into this them cutting off Uber and Lyft is a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. How you gonna get to the city if your operation, your method of transportation is Uber or Lyft? They said this possibly close in October. See? They say, and I will cut off the cities of thy land and throw down all thy strongholds. See? And I will cut off witchcrafts out of thy hand, and thou shalt have no more soothsayers. But anyway, let's jump to the point. Verse 15, and I will execute vengeance and anger and fury upon the heathen, such as they have not heard. These people, they about to get it worse than Jake, you know? But you Jakes, if you don't, anyway, 1 Peter 4:7, but the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer. All right, so Lord willing, this has been edifying. We give our honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Shalom.